Here's a bill that everybody should have voted for. And everybody did, Democrats and Republicans except two. The bill was to ban Hamas murderers from coming to America. You're not going to believe who voted against it. Well, maybe you will. You're going to love this. Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush have just voted against a bill that I thought for sure would have had unanimous support. They're the only two members of Congress that voted against it. And this was just a couple days ago. The bill would have barred Hamas terrorists from entering the United States. You know, people that commit mass murder. So it was kind of a feel-good bill. It's a bill to ban murder. You know, no one's going to vote against that. This is to ban murder of Jews.
Wow.
Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush voted against it. The only members of Congress to vote against it. It was called No Immigration Benefits for Hamas Terrorist Act. And it said that it also barred Hamas members and anyone who participated in the October 7th massacre of anything to do with it shall be ineligible for any relief under any immigration law. And then it goes out to list it all. 425 members of Congress were there that day. 422 voted for it. The two voted against it. And Delilah Ramirez voted present. She didn't want to get involved. Unbelievable. Rashida Tlaib said, this is just another Republican bill, and it's unnecessary. And then she went to say it's anti-Arab, anti-Palestinian, anti-Muslim. That's why I'm voting against it. It just banned murderers, and she voted against it. Like, I'm in favor of murders? What message does that send to you?
That they are supporting Hamas. They're supporting the genocide, the actual genocide of Israelis. They're supporting that. They're supporting the destruction of the United States of America. We've seen all the terrorists coming across the southern border. And Mayorkas is like, come on in, with his smirk on his face. And then they don't know where they are. Why would you not want to prevent terrorists from coming into the country and hurting Americans? Oh, wait a minute. They want Americans hurt. They want Americans to be terrorized. They want Americans to go through the same thing that was happening with Israel. And President Trump has mentioned, once he goes back into office, Barry, that he is going to create an Iron Dome for the United States of America because we apparently need it because of what's happening. He's going to do it.
Yeah.
And he's going to help. And he's also mentioned that he's going to help out Israel even more. But this is what they're all upset about because people want to defend themselves. That's just crazy.
Well, wait a minute.
For lack of words.
Rashida Tlaib was the one that was screaming and crying on camera that Israel was bombing a hospital. And even after every single intelligence agency in the world, all the major countries, even the UN, came out and said Islamic Jihad did it. She never walked back her comments and her condemnation of the Israeli murderers who killed hundreds. And the fact is, the hospital wasn't bombed. It was a missile that hit the parking lot. We showed it. It blew up the parking lot, and it caused some damage, but it wasn't an Israeli missile.
I was going to say, it wasn't even an Israeli missile. It was a Hamas missile, and she don't even want to acknowledge that either.
Nope.
Barry, how is it that they push the propaganda like this to such an extreme and people just buy into it? And I've said this too before, you can show people the truth. You can tell people the truth and they still believe the lie.
Because they want to.
And Rashida Tlaib,
if it doesn't fit their narrative, you always say this. You always say, if it doesn't fit the narrative, I don't want to talk about it. It doesn't support my line of thinking. Ain't nothing to see
Nothing
here.
to see here.